Hey everyone, it's Ed Conarchy. Welcome back to Conarchy's Money Corner. Many of you have been saying, hey Ed, where have you been? I haven't seen you do a Conarchy's Money Corner video in several weeks. Well, I've been busy. I've been overwhelmed by the drop in interest rates, helping people refinance to save money. But I want to talk to you a little bit about this because there are several clients I've talked to that want to refinance that it's not good for them, it's not financially beneficial for them to do so. Now, we are seeing the media run with this. Everything's about low interest rates, the Fed cutting rates. Mortgage companies are advertising everywhere, trying to get you and solicit you to refinancing. But there's something that's not being talked about, and the mortgage companies that are soliciting you to refinance aren't telling you that you need to be on guard. So, what I've talked about in the title of this is, yes, rates are falling, but should you refinance? Slow down and do the math. You have to do the math on this. Because what we're seeing most mortgage companies do when you buy or refinance today, they have been bullied up by the consumer talking about, I want the lowest rate. The consumer's programmed this way, gang, and if you're a consumer, you're guilty of this. Trust me, I've seen it in my 29-year career where you think the most important thing is the lowest interest rate, and the media's fed this and other mortgage companies have fed this. But in order to get a lower rate, what every mortgage company has to do is charge you more upfront fees to offset that lower interest rate. So what's happening is we're seeing refinances today being done with huge lump sum monies that need to be paid up front. $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I saw one the other day where they had 3% of their loan that they had to pay in those fees up front. It would take this person 7 years to get back their money. Now, why don't you want to do this? Because rates can fall very rapidly in a short period of time. And we just saw this happen where we saw a big drop in interest rates over just the last 7 or 8 months. Gang, if you go back to November of 2018, right after the general election, we hit a high right around 3.25 on the 10-year Treasury. That 10-year Treasury bond fell and today is trading around 2%. We've seen a 1.25 drop in interest rates just over that 6 to 7, 8 month period. That's amazing how fast they fell. So now think about this. Go back to November when you bought or refinanced your home and you paid $2,000 or $3,000 to the mortgage company to get a lower rate, a lower than market rate. Well, guess what? That lower than market rate 8 months ago is really high now because rates are so low today. And as we sit here today, there's still a lot of economists and experts out there saying mortgage rates may go down even more. So what do? Do you refinance? Or do you wait? I don't recommend you to wait. If you can save money today, refinance. I like to see that when I work with a client that they can save $100 a month, just a nice round figure. That saves you $1,200 a year in interest, and that starts to add up year after year. But what if they go down more, Ed? No problem. We can always refinance you again. But here's the caveat. We don't want you to pay fees up front. So say that you came and you were going to pay $3,000 in fees to save $100 a month. We don't want you to do that because that means it takes 30 months for you to get your money back. And what if rates are lower in the next 30 months? So here's how I've set this up. I've been doing this for many years now. My clients are very satisfied with this approach, have raving fans because of it. Because what we do is a different approach where if you come to me to do your refinance, I don't have you pay any fees. I don't have you pay any fees up front. I don't have you take a higher loan amount to cover it. I don't roll it into your loan amount. You don't pay anything to get the best rate that you can get for free to realize your savings today and not have any break even or recoup period that you have to worry about. And then, if rates fall, I have a rate tracking software system that will alert you again if we can realize another $100 a month savings or more down the road. So you pay nothing and save today. Therefore, you're locked in, and if rates don't go down like everybody's saying and they actually go up, you're glad you locked in and take advantage of that savings. But if they were to go down even more, then we simply do it again. I always say that locking into an interest rate is a heads you win, tails you win scenario, because if you lock in and rates go up, you're happy, but if you lock in and rates go down, you can always refinance again. So really important this time when you're being peppered by everybody to refinance, don't pay upfront fees to refinance. Get the best rate you can get for free, even if it means it's a little higher rate. Therefore, you don't have any break-even period, and then if rates fall again, you can take advantage of it. You can take advantage again by doing another refinance. Now, I'm not here to brag about being vindicated one more time, because I've gotten so much slack over the years of telling people not to pay upfront fees, and anyone who has paid upfront fees has regretted that move, because that money didn't break even before it was time for them to refinance again. So yes, mortgage rates are down, but do the math. Make sure it's financially beneficial for you, that you're not at risk, and it doesn't take you a long period of time to recoup your savings back. In fact, I don't recommend any recoup period. You should start saving from month one after a refinance. Therefore, be ready to save again in the future if there's another opportunity. If you have not had anyone review your mortgage, to give you a free mortgage review, to analyze if you should be refinancing to take advantage of these low rates, and you can do it in a cost-efficient way that you can start saving month one with no recoup period, just reach out to me. Just let me know. I'll do a free mortgage review and analysis for you to let you know, should you be refinancing today or should you just be waiting. And best of all, I can put you into my system that will track interest rates to alert you when it will make sense for you to refinance. Hope you enjoyed this Conarchy's Corner. Be smart with your money. Don't give your money away to these banks and mortgage companies up front. Keep it in your hands. You need the money, not the banks and the mortgage companies you're talking to. Hope you enjoyed this Conarchy's Money Corner. Talk to you next time on Conarchy's Money Corner.